Like, yeah, hi guys. My name is Chamaco, and this is a caster's breakdown. This video will be in English, but first, let me address the people who sees this, and this channel is mostly in Spanish. So let me address those that watch it and were expecting something in Spanish. Real quick, I'll be back. Ok, gente, saludos, bienvenidos aquí a este canal. Este video va a ser en inglés porque lo que voy a hacer es el breakdown, el análisis maestra va a ser de un video que fue en inglés y por lo tanto pues siento que debe hacerse en inglés para la comunidad que habla inglés. Así que lo siento si usted no habla inglés, no entiende, pues una disculpa, va a haber más videos en español, no se preocupen, esto no es como que vamos a seguir en inglés por toda la vida. Simplemente este video específicamente y algunos otros que van a ser de videos en inglés, pues entonces los voy a hacer en inglés, pero no es que todo, no es que todos los analizan esta van a ser en inglés, va a haber mucho más en español, así que no se preocupen. Pero nada, vamos a seguir entonces con el video. Ok, guys. So, I'm Chamaco. I'm here doing this caster's breakdown. This is the Moist versus Furia series. I was casting this. This is RLCS World Championship from the 2021-2022 series. So, I will basically go and give you an insight of what's going on, why we decided to do things the way we did. At least from my perspective, maybe not so much from Shogun and Yomi Cheeseman, who are my co-casters, or their co-caster, however you want to see it. Okay, but this is it. Okay, so I'm gonna right away on the series. We're going to do game number 7. We're gonna start on the last few seconds on game number 6, just to give you a little bit more of a chance to appreciate the whole thing. But let's get into it. Okay, let's go. All right, so we're here. Let's see where we at.
Clock and Furia. 5 goes to the name.
Chamaco just wants to hear you say it. Say it, Shogun.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up, get loud as Laypuck would say. We are going to Champions Field.
Again, okay, so this is going to be a recurring theme. Yomi and Shogun, they both like to do storytelling a lot. They want to give you a context and bring emotions out of things. Not exactly going with whatever is going on the screen at the moment, but what is happening as a whole in the series or the match. So that's why, we're not talking about the game anymore. It's 6-2. We know Furia is going to win. There's no way that Moist is going to come back from this one. But we're going to Champions Field, and that's very important for all the things that were going on. Like, yes, Moist plays a lot of times at game number 7, but Furia, they were down. You see the scoreboard here, game number 6, but this 3-2, the series for Moist at that moment, and we're gonna play game number 7 where Furia has everything to lose basically because Moist doesn't lose that many game number 7s. Plus, they won. They got to 3 won matches before Furia, right? So I hope that makes sense. So whenever the team that gets that third win first, they usually win the game number 7. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. So that's why Yomi and Shogun both Yomi was telling Shogun, hey, Chamaco wants to hear it. So Yomi is part of that build up to that moment of why Shogun is saying, okay, we're going to Champions Field, which is synonymous. It's the same as saying, yes, we're going to game number 7.
Game number 7. We knew it. We have seen 7 matches throughout the day. We knew that Furia had what it takes to go game 7 against Moist. They had done it in the past.
Yeah, notice how I am having a problem with my words. Like, I'm trying to keep the emotion, but at the same time, I cannot say it fast enough. So I will switch it up. I'm gonna try to say a few things fast and get out of the way because I'm not really that good of keeping emotions when I'm talking slow, or at least I feel that way.
They are going very strong, but this series has been so unpredictable. We see one game with one team, only 3 shots on net, then the other team does it the same way. It's all over the place. We cannot predict anything right now.
You see how I was picking up a little bit of speed as I was talking. So that's me trying to being a little bit more engaging, entertaining. And also I was saying that it was unpredictable, even though they just won by 4 goals this match. I'm talking about Furia, right? They won by 4 goals. It's still game number 7. It's 3-3. The series is tied, and we know that Moist usually wins those games number 7. So Does this mean that just winning that game number 6 by a 4-goal margin, does it mean that they're gonna win game number 7? No, I mean still a toss-up. So we can't just make that prediction.
Going into this tournament,
That's part of keeping the hype, right?
Furia overrated. What? Not a single.
So Furia overrated. I go like, what? That's the kind of things that my voice. That's the kind of things that you can do on a LAN environment, because you are together and you don't have any lag, or maybe just a tiny bit of lag in communication. So you can make those comments like right away, of those noises or whatever you want to call it, without interrupting your co-host that much, or your co-caster. So that's a cool thing about it, that it's like a conversation, with another friend, where you can say a comment without interrupting their whole moment of whatever they were saying, and that's what I tried to do there. So yes, Yomi noticed what I did, but it didn't throw him up all the way where he couldn't continue his train of thought. So that's something that is easy to do on LAN environment. That's not so easy to do when you're doing online casting through Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever you're using, because there's going to be a delay and you're not sure if you're going to be talking over that other person.
No person would admit that anybody other than Moist were the favorites. And this matchup is testing all those people, as Furia are now 1 game away, and Moist will be looking to back it up in the next 5 minutes.
Again, Yomi just playing with it, just giving you the intensity of the situation, right? Like, no one was gonna say that Furia will win, and now, yes, they're here. So you never know. Just don't count them off just yet, right?
Moist, here is the simple question for you. Do you go straight in, or do you take the timeout? And we already have the answer to it. Moist, timeout. They are going to try and ice Furia before the biggest match of their careers.
Moist in game 7 is 13-3. Furia only 6.
Okay, we're not gonna listen to what I'm saying there, because I blew it. I explained it before a little bit better. But look at that! Look at me with the Furia.
Furia right now.
I don't know whatever it is called. I forgot the word, but the bufanda, the scarf. It looks amazing. Yeah, sorry.
We can hear them. I guarantee the players can hear them, and everyone at home can hear them.
So this is a big thing about LAN casting, because you can hear the crowd and you can play with the crowd a little bit. So there's gonna be moments where Shogun and Yomi they will allow the crowd to express themselves, and maybe even try to make them cheer more or be more engaging. So that's a very good thing that they know how to do on this LAN environment. You just pay attention to Yomi and Shogun and how they do it. It's gonna be here in a minute.
But Dickie's Arena, I have one more question.
Right here.
Are you ready for Champions Field and Game 7? Let's do it.
They might be ready, but I don't think I am. I don't think you all really, truly ready for the Game 7 to go through to the semi-finals here at Dickie's Arena. Furia versus the favorites Moist. South America versus Europe. It all goes down now.
Only 5 minutes decide.
You see how Yomi likes to not only focus on the two teams that are playing right there, but also focus on the big picture. This is EU against South America, and we had a couple of more teams from EU at that moment, but only one from South America. So he want to make sure that you guys understand, the implications of the match of the match.
Who will face BDS in the semifinals? Only 5 minutes will decide who will stop playing in the World Championship.
And Shogun just waiting. Because the crowd is engaged.
Everybody to the true home of Rocket League. Champions Field, 5 minutes. Cement your legacy or go home. Let's get to it.
You see, and the crowd was silent for a little bit, and then he pumped them up right away.
But this has been a long time coming. Moist versus Furia.
That coming from Yomi, it's so important because some series, I mean, some of the games, they were. They were won by just one goal, so that first goal is very crucial in many of the games that we saw prior. So just giving you a hint. I mean, have you? Maybe let's assume that you were doing something else, that you didn't have a chance to watch all the previous 6 matches, and then you come at home and you start watching game number 7. Then he gives you that, and then you start noticing, you start understanding, oh, the series has been very contested, right? So yes, that first goal can be very important. So those little details matter for the audience. I think they do.
Game 7 and a chance for Kaio!
Rise tries to get rid of it. That's not happening. Furia found another level in the second half of this series. No longer allowing Moist to put the pressure on. No longer allowing the gear to be set by their opponents. Instead of the shot, Rise keeps it out, but Furia are unrelenting.
I love how Shogun is very poetic. He is telling you, what's going on the game, on the series, but not going exactly like play by play all the time. Like, he's not going word for word telling you what's going on the match. Like, okay, so the ball goes to Rise, or Batira responds, or Janks intercepts. That's not his style. It's more like a poetic play by play where he's giving you a lot of details of the whole thing without really going in detail of every single play that's happening on the screen, because you're watching the screen yourself, so you don't need all that detail. I mean, every now and then when things are important and there's a shot on net or a great save or something, yes, he will talk about it, he will say it, but he doesn't spend all the time doing so. And you will see a contrast on me. Like, I don't know how to do that, so I will really focus on talking about what's going on the screen right now. You'll see.
They keep it going. Jackson.
That's me.
Kaio with the chance card, waiting for it. Card over, and it's good. But Batira with the save.
You see it right there, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. That probably Shogun wouldn't have done that, but I had to. I mean, that's the only way I can do it. And the way it's working on for me here on this situation is that I'm not a storyteller like they are. I am not that good. I am more of a play-by-play person myself, but I had to try to do a little bit of both. Like, if I had the chance to do a little bit of a play-by-play, I would do it. I wasn't scared of it, but I didn't want to take too much time from the play-by-play, just at this moment, as what you saw here. So I can't speak very fast for very long times. It cost me a lot. But I do have my moments. So this equation, I think it was a good example of yes, I can do it, and I can keep the energy and do the play-by-play a little bit of it. But at the same time, there will be moments where I will be more like Yomi, where I will say a comment. I will talk about what's going on the game, but not exactly going on play-by-play. We will let Shogun handle that situation more than me or Yomi. Although we both do play-by-play if needed at the moment. It depends on the situation.
Save after save after save for Moist. Furia testing them in the first 40 seconds.
Off the side, that will not be shootable. Can
Yomi just took the voice. He went at it very fast. When I shut my mouth, he was right on top of it, and he didn't give any chance, any time for silence. And so did Shogun. Those two were so in sync, and it was a lot of part of Yomi being the director of the orchestra, right? He was directing us on who was going next, who's talking after who, right? So he will be making hand gestures and letting us know. So he was aware. Okay, so Chamako is talking right now. I have a few things to say. I mean, Yomi. So Yomi had a few things to say. So he would, let Shogun know that he would say something, and then it will be Shogun's turn. So that was very good. It was I mean, if you enjoyed the flow that we had, a lot of it was thanks to Yomi. I am not so fast catching on that situations, on those moments where you can go silent and it's my turn, I won't go as fast as them, just because I have to translate a little bit in my head, and it takes some time for me to formulate my ideas. But they are so good. They really are so good at just going at it at the moment with whatever is happening. Whenever you stop talking, they have something to say. That's awesome.
Moist finally see the orange side of the field. It seems like a pipe dream at the moment. It's not happening for them. Instead, another block not happening either. Yan off the wall. Fatira off the backboard. Kaio clears.
And even though Furia have had so much offense, we know
Right there, you see?
that could turn around. Moist could be about to take it straight out from under their belts, but Furia continue the attack.
The guys from Furia.
That's exactly what I was saying. You see how Yomi just took after Shogun so fast, so good, and then when it's my turn, it's like, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I am not that fast with my words in English. That's a reality.
Want to put the pressure, but right now seems like Boys has made the adjustment. Only 1 minute they needed to be able to get the clears. Now Kaio with Yangs up front. Great save by the Boys, guys. They were able now to control the ball and going for the pass, but Yangs with a great interception.
Okay, so two things. In this occasion, I decided I didn't need to go play-by-play. There was a moment where I thought Kaio might have a chance, so I did go a little bit focusing on the play, but I was talking more of the whole thing. That's the example of I am not always play-by-play. I just try to be a little bit of hybrid whenever needed. Whenever I had something to say that was pertaining to the action, I would say it, some analysis. But otherwise, if I didn't have anything to say, then I will rely on my play-by-play. And then second thing I wanted to say here, at that moment, there was a pass, and then Yanks got the clear. I don't know why I decided that it was needed for me to say so that the clear was good. But I was about to go silent and pass my voice, and then all of a sudden I decided, no, I have to talk about that. Why? I don't remember, but the thing I did is that I really went fast on my words to not allow Yomi or Shogun to start talking over me, because I knew that I was going down on my voice. So I knew that in their heads it was whoever's time was to talk, and I didn't want them to just start talking over me or me talking over them. So I decided, just pick it up a little bit and say that very fast, so that they will not, I will not give them a chance to talk over me and look bad. So that's what I did there, which I still think it didn't look great, but still better than me talking over someone else.
What a block. Who's first? Joyo!
Right there at the situation, like the crowd was like, whoa, and Shogun, he was paying attention to that, but he knew that there was no real risk, so he wasn't like extremely hyped about it. In some other instances, these guys and me, they don't wait for something big to happen. It doesn't have to be a goal for them to increase excitement, but they can read the plays very well. They are on top of action. They know when things are getting hairy. So in that situation, it didn't bother me. So it's a contrast between the casters and the crowd, and we don't always have to follow the crowd to the T, right? They are allowed and encouraged to cheer and get excited at those type of situations. That's completely fine. But the casters, we have to be on the lookout a little bit more. So kudos to Shogun here.
Gets through the lines, but Furia.
Ooh, great pass.
Moist are holding on with everything they've got.
Vatira, the read of the century as well, managing to keep that one out.
I like how Yomi, breathe with a century, right? Like, really big on his words. He's gonna say something else afterwards, like astronomical something. But keep paying attention to it. He likes to use those hyperboles. Is that the word? I don't know. I need to check my vocabulary. But yes, he likes to go big with those words.
That took a lot of risk and a lot of nerves.
Welcome to the orange side of the field. We haven't seen it all game. 2 minutes down, off the wall. Kaio's got his back turned. Instead, he waits. Joyo in. That's a playable position for Moist. Joyo back down.
It's
over.
over.
You see how Shogun says that's a playable position for Moist, and if you are a new person here, you're watching RLCS for the first time, and you don't watch that a lot of high level playing, you hear that, and then you start okay, paying more attention, because you should. I mean, you should pay more attention. That was a great pass, a great opportunity for a pass, I should say. But in the end, nothing happened to it. But let's say that maybe one of the guys from Moist was ready to get the pass, right? And they score out of it. Then you see, okay, that's why I had to pay attention. So those are the little things that casters should be doing. Right? For a very good player, for a high level player, that doesn't mean too much. But for a person that is not at at that level, let's say a silver or bronze, right? Maybe a gold or platinum, that they don't know that much about the game yet. They don't see those plays in their gameplay when they're playing the game. That's still a very good moment, advising the crowd. Okay, so this could be an important moment. Pay attention. So I like that Shogun made that comment.
This is it. Vatira calls it off the backboard. Joyo tries to get the play going. That's still in a dangerous spot. No back and forth. It's turn after turn. No.
That was me screaming on that one. For those of you that say that I don't get excited about others teams' goals, only for Furia, no, I do get excited for other people. Okay, I just get more excited for Furia. Waiting for the crowd to enjoy it.
I mean, that's a fitting name right there. Way over the air. So much speed, so much power. Moist with the first goal of game number 7.
After 2 minutes of holding on, Moist get the one chance, but then let it slip.
Again, giving the crowd a lot of time to enjoy the moment. Okay, we don't have to talk everything. It doesn't matter. I mean, it was a kickoff goal, but the crowd is enjoying it. They're loving it.
Karma for Los Angeles. Karma for against Space Station. Furia are back in it.
And Shogun giving you that historic context, right? Karma for Los Angeles and for Space Station. So the true fans, they know what he's talking about.
Another ball, very
Not the true fans, but the old school fans, so old school layer.
Furia somehow was able to get it out of the way.
You could feel the tension rise. It's right in front of the net. Nerves are peaking now, with both teams making the mistake. And 2 minutes of some of the toughest Rocket League they'll ever have to face.
Moist have taken over. The opening few minutes belong to Furia. Now looking for the backboard yet again. Card. Exceptional and exquisite play back to the corner. He's got his team back in position. And now they look for their chance. But they've got to get it past this midfield hold that Moist seems to have.
You see how he is not talking about, okay, so Janks is trying to get the ball on the midfield. He's saying that Furia has to get past the midfield. It's just the wording, how he says things. Yes, he's still talking about the game. He's letting you know what's happening here, but he's not saying, oh, the ball goes to the midfield, Janks gets a touch, now Jojo responds. It's so different, right? Which both are fine, but one is so much, I don't know, it looks fancier. it seems fancier to me. So just if you're casting and you wanna try to play with words that way, I really encourage it. I think it's brilliant.
Demo, Rise, leaves it for Joyo! Crossbar! The fourth man!
That was so close.
I mean, they're doing so well with their offense to break up Furia's defense, but then just inches away of getting the goal. They're not able to do so.
Creativity is key, and Joyo receives a creative pass with Vatira. It's still going to be at the Moist offensive half. An area that's been spent a long time in this game, but it's Yan who's been doing it all. He's found it in front of net. And so many close chances, it goes the other way too.
You see how Yummy plays with his voice. I think this is a very basic. I don't want to say basic to Yummy. I mean that most casters understand this, but some of the guys that are just trying to begin on the trying to cast for the first time, they missed this. Like, yes, you can create a lot of hype by elongating the words, keeping those words for a few more seconds than you would normally do, helps you increase excitement and make people aware that something's gonna happen. So that's very good. And Yomi doesn't have to stray away from his train of thought. He can just keep it going with that, and it's like, okay, is it gonna happen? Is it going in? Are we gonna get the save or what? So it's like a cliffhanger a little bit when he is elongating those words. And I'm sorry about saying this. It's basic. Like, it's something we should use. It's a tool that we should have in our base skills for us a caster. Thank you for words not coming out of my mouth. Okay, let's go.
Back into the midfield.
Again, me with the yeah.
What a laser beam. What a read from Jojo. And he was so calculated. He saw the player Furia.
So you heard that I go with okay, and I wait. In most of those instances, it wasn't me waiting because I'm so good at letting the crowd enjoy the moment. It's mostly because I had two guys next to me that they were telling me, okay, let's hold it. Let's wait for this one. Let's allow the crowd to enjoy the moment and then talk. Okay, so give them those 2-3 seconds. Okay, to internalize what's happening here and then make your move.
He started on the sidewall and he said, the ball is falling right here and it's mine.
He's a peach of a man, and that's a peach of a shot. Moist 2-1 up with only 1 minute remaining.
They might be about to make it 2 as well. Joyo plays the time, but that's right into the path of cards. Still keeps it going. Can't get another reset. He'll be onto a block. That's troubling though. 50 seconds. Joyo takes a first-time shot. Moist just don't want this in their side of the field.
Yanks way up high. He has Gaia up front. The pass for Gorn, and it shoots Jojo with the save. How he could see it.
That was astronomical. How does he make the read?
There you go. That's the astronomical how he makes a read. I love it from Yomi. Those words just making things feel larger than life, and that was an excellent save. So he wasn't using that out of context. That was pretty good. And again, me, I talked for a little bit there. I just make my point. I said what I had to say and just give it out to the other guys. I don't want to talk more than I'm needed. I explained to you, like, I'll do play-by-play, I'll do a comment, but this time, you know, the way this TriCast was working is that Shogun will be the lead, and basically Yomi and me will give some color whenever needed.
Boys have kept themselves alive. 30 seconds remaining. Let's go.
Card infield, taken away. Kaio now looking for the back one. That's so awkward though. Kaio bumps it off. Now comes the follow. Into the back of the net. To it. We keep going.
I love how Shogun is just putting everything on his throat, on that, you know, his lungs, his throat, everything, just out of pure excitement. He's as excited as everyone else is in the arena. That's just amazing.
Glory for Yan! Glory for Furia! They will not sit down!
Okay, so I've been talking about how we are giving crowd time to enjoy the moment. In this case, Yomi just went for glory for Yanks, you know, and going with those words. I still think it's fine. You don't have to do every single time. You just give the crowd the chance to enjoy it. That's fine. It's up to you. And he decided, okay, let's go with that, and you need to put Yanks on a pedestal because he was struggling offensively for a few games. Not just on this series, but on previous series as well. So seeing Yanks act now in the offense, it's very big for Furia. So he's just trying to make sure that people are getting excited about it. For seeing Yanks once again, you know, on the offensive role.
You were calling him. You wanted to see the goal from Yanks. He is here when they needed him the most.
We were calling him before, okay? So I think in between matches.
Joyo with Vatira in midfield. Jan intercepts. Jan wins the challenge, but Vatira helps. He keeps it away. Moist did not let this drop earlier on. Now they're up against it. Furia! Have they done it? 2 seconds. 2 seconds is all they need.
A little bit of talking over from Yomi and Shogun. Not a big deal. Shogun was like trying to talk a little bit, allow for more spaces in space in between words than usual. So I think that confused Yomi a little bit. So he was trying to say something at the same time. I don't really think it's a big deal. It happens, but a little bit of better communication. Like if maybe Shogun needed to tell him like, yes, I'm still talking. Give me a second here. To let Yomi know that he will keep going on those on that moment. I don't know.
He does it for Brazil! He's done it for you at home! Moist, where are you at?
Where are you at now? Okay, so this is big. This is very big because we had 2 seconds left, and I've been telling you a lot that Shogun is the guy that keeps the player play, keeps the action rolling. But in this situation, Shogun and Yomi allowed me to be the person to finish the game, because I'm Furia's biggest cheerleader on the stadium at that moment, right? They know it means a lot for me, and Furia is winning, so they did it on this situation. I'm forever grateful. They were so graceful to do that, and they did the same thing on the club and Furia match. So I mean series on that game 7. So I am forever grateful. They didn't have to do it, but I think I enjoyed. I have no words, just thanks.
Moist, where are you at?
1 second left. Jojo going for the ball. Caio shut him down. And Furia wins.
And Furia wins. That's it. And let the crowd enjoy it. Have their moment. The players, the camera work. We don't have to say anything else.
Has been made of the biggest slam in Rocket League history. The favorites Moist have gone down to the South American heroes. The biggest performance ever from a South American team.
Yeah, there you go. The biggest performance from a South American team. Yomi couldn't have said it any better. And yeah, that's it. Okay, guys. So that's my breakdown. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the insight. I think I'm gonna do the club versus Furia game 7 as well. Obviously that one in English too. So yeah, if you want to see me doing anything like this with your cast, maybe not mine, but with yours, let me know. Shoot me a message, comment here, and tell me, hey, can you do the same thing for this, and send me the link so I can try to do it as well. I will be I will be glad to do it. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see something more, other than the club and Furia, which I also did G2 and Furia, and I don't know. I think there was and Dignitas against the club as well. I can try to work with those, or you can tell me to do one of yours cast as well. Okay, so guys, that's it. I'm a Chamaco, and this was a Caster's Breakdown. Okay, see you maybe later, hopefully. I don't know. Okay, bye.